FIFA spent millions enforcing a rule that was designed to make brands invisible, and in doing so, they accidentally handed one of those brands the most talked about marketing moment of the entire 2026 World Cup. Without that brand spending a single cent on a sponsorship deal, without a campaign brief, without an agency pitch, without a single dollar going to FIFA, just a white tarp, a recognizable shape, and an internet that immediately knew exactly what was underneath. FIFA tried to erase Levi's from the World Cup. Instead, they made Levi's the story of the World Cup, and this is just where it starts. Because Levi's is only one chapter of FIFA's clean stadium policy going completely off the rails in 2026. Every 4 years, when FIFA comes to town, it brings one rule above all others: the clean stadium policy. The principle is simple. Official FIFA sponsors pay enormous sums, anywhere from $50 to $100 million per year, for exclusive commercial rights inside tournament venues. No other brand gets free exposure on the same stage. So FIFA mandates that every host stadium be stripped of all non-sponsor branding for the duration of the tournament. In the United States in 2026, this created an almost surreal visual landscape. Every NFL stadium in the country has a naming rights sponsor. MetLife Stadium? Gone. Now, New York, New Jersey Stadium. SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, renamed. Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, erased. Estadio Azteca became Mexico City Stadium, and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara became the San Francisco Bay Area Stadium. 15 venues, all renamed, all debranded, signs covered, logos hidden, corporate identities temporarily wiped. On paper, it's a clean piece of contract law. In practice, it produced some of the most unintentionally funny images of the entire tournament, because FIFA didn't just cover stadium names, they covered everything. Before we get to Levi's, you need to understand just how far FIFA took this. In the media press rooms at multiple host venues, journalists looked down at the condiment table and noticed something strange. The HEINZ ketchup bottles had black tape covering their labels, not removed, taped over. Because HEINZ is not an official FIFA sponsor, and even a sauce bottle in a press room constitutes a branding violation under the clean stadium rules. FIFA taped over ketchup bottles. Then came Jamal Musiala. The Bayern Munich and Germany midfielder walked through the official tournament area wearing headphones. His headphones are not made by a FIFA sponsor, so he was required to cover the logo on his headphones with tape before entering official zones. Ralf Rangnick, the Austrian national coach, reportedly laughed when he heard about it. Of course, now nobody can tell what it's actually called underneath. And then came the TikTok that broke the internet. A stadium worker at what she still instinctively called the Levi's, before correcting herself on camera to the San Francisco Bay Area Stadium, posted a video explaining that she had accidentally worn Nike shoes to work. Staff handed her tape and told her to cover the swoosh. "Bro, it's not that serious," she said. The video hit nearly 1 million likes. FIFA's clean stadium policy had gone from contract enforcement to comedy content, and the internet was paying close attention. Levi's paid $170 million for a 10-year naming rights extension with the San Francisco 49ers in 2024. Their logo sits on one of the most prominent NFL venues in America, host to Super Bowl 60 in February 2026, just months before the World Cup. For the tournament, FIFA covered it. Massive white tarps, inside and outside. Stadium renamed, brand erased, and then something happened that FIFA absolutely did not plan for. The iconic Levi's Batwing logo, even under a white tarp, is so distinctive in its shape that it remained instantly recognizable. The silhouette was still there. Every person who had ever seen a Levi's sign in their life looked at that white shape and immediately knew exactly what was underneath. Photos spread online. People started posting with captions like, "the most recognizable brand hiding spot in history." The conversation began organically, without Levi's doing anything at all. Then Levi's made their move. The brand updated its Instagram profile picture to show the covered logo, exactly as it appeared at the stadium. They posted videos of the shrouded signs at the entrance and above the scoreboard, and they wrote, "Welcoming the world to the beautiful redacted stadium," overlaid with the "How will they know" TikTok audio. That was it. That was the whole campaign. No big budget, no celebrity, no agency production, just 3 words in brackets and a covered logo. The internet exploded. Marketing experts called it a masterclass. Denim Dudes founder Amy Leverton said Levi's definitely won the World Cup of marketing moments, adding that it amplifies their anti-establishment roots. Sports management professors said the campaign offered an outstanding cost-benefit ratio, because an agency campaign achieving the same global reach would have cost orders of magnitude more. Levi's went further. They extended the FIFA-covered logo aesthetic to their own storefronts around the world: Paris, London, Brazil, Mexico, Hong Kong. White covers over their own signs in their own stores in solidarity with the stadium moment, turning a FIFA enforcement action into a global brand activation. All of it completely free. HEINZ was watching what happened to LEVI'S, and they took notes. When photos of their ketchup bottles with black tape over the labels went viral, journalists posting images from press rooms, fans horrified that FIFA had taped over sauce bottles, HEINZ didn't issue a complaint. They didn't ask FIFA for an exemption. They released a product. HEINZ created a FIFA-friendly version of their ketchup, a look specifically designed to comply with the clean stadium policy, leaning directly into the absurdity of having their label taped over in a media room. The stunt was picked up by Front Office Sports, ESPN, and dozens of international outlets. It generated the kind of earned media that a formal sponsorship deal could not have bought. Two brands that paid FIFA nothing. Both made global news at the World Cup because FIFA taped their logos. Sports management professor Florian Pfeffel, quoted in multiple outlets, gave perhaps the most insightful take. FIFA will probably keep this in mind for future tenders and add a few more clauses so that something like this may no longer be legally possible. In other words, FIFA is already thinking about how to prevent non-sponsors from going viral off the back of their own enforcement rules. The 2030 World Cup contract is probably being rewritten as you watch this. Here's the lesson hidden inside all of this. FIFA's clean stadium policy exists to protect the brands that paid for it, and it works for them. The Adidas ball is the only ball. The Coca-Cola cup is the only cup. Visa is the only tap. But no amount of white tarp can cover a brand that has already earned its place in culture. Levi's didn't buy World Cup exposure. They didn't need to. Their shape was so recognizable that hiding it made it more visible. Their response was so perfectly tuned to the internet's sense of humor that it traveled further than any stadium banner could. HEINZ got their label taped over in a press room and turned it into a product launch. A stadium worker with a Nike swoosh and a roll of duct tape got 1 million likes. FIFA tried to make the World Cup clean. Instead, they handed the internet its best content. If this made you think differently about how branding actually works, hit like, share it, and subscribe. Drop a comment. Who do you think won this one? Levi's, HEINZ, or FIFA? I'll see you in the next one.